How are we doing tonight, people? It's December 23rd, 2024, and we're here at the compound, and what we're doing is we're doing a little review on the Harbor Freight tabletop or freestanding, you'd call it a welding table or a fab table. I actually purchased one. It was on Black Friday, and I'm just now getting to putting it together. And as you know, if you've watched my videos, I've already made a nice solid weld table. It's got a 1/4 inch top. It's pretty sturdy, very flat. But what I did, people, was I went and purchased this fab table. And after opening it up and looking at it, I mean, the legs, to make it like just a table, you would really probably want to build something a little sturdier than that. So for me, the option of putting it on the tabletop version was actually what I was intending. Once I seen that, that's why I actually purchased it. I actually knew that it would fit my other table so that I could take it on and off if I need to. And what I'm going to do is get some hooks, and I can put it on the wall and do away with it when I don't need it, and bring it over here and set it on the tabletop. And what I will do is bring you around and show you the situation of how it's actually built. So let's take a look at that. Let's see here. All right, so as you can see, the tabletop it's a nice top. It's a steel top, and it's all drilled and indexed for when you're doing different applications. If you're trying to weld up something, you want to keep it straight. There is older stuff, like, let me show you what I've got here. This type of thing here, this is what they sell in the stores as well, and it does work good. You know, you can open it up, put your material in there, and get a pretty good 90. Put your material in, you can tack it up and so forth. Well, what's nice about this fab table, and I'm sure I could still incorporate this into some of my projects, but what's nice about the fab table is the fact that it's got these little buttons, and they index real nice, and they go in there. Now, is this a 1/2 inch plate steel, or is it 3/8? No, it's, 1/4 inch at most. I mean, you take a look at it. It seems to me like maybe 3/16. It's pretty sturdy though. Now, I'm not making my living building and fabricating things. I do this more as a hobby, or just taking care of some of the stuff that I want to build. But this will come in handy for certain things. Like if you look at these, let me move this pipe. These are little, they're like 45, or I guess you'd call it a 45 in there. But it's just an indentation for round stock. And they give you 8 of these actually. So what I've done here is set this up. Let me see if I can't put you on the tabletop and give you a little rundown of how this all goes. So we're going to set you up right here. We're going to tilt you down. See if we can't show you the situation. Let's see here. Well, let me bring you over here. This might be the best bet right here. All right, so that being said, as you can see, what I've done was set these 2 little blocks up so that I could set the round stock in there, and it's pretty stable. Now, these are really, really simple hold downs. Okay, they come off real easy. And to get them on and off, there's just a nut on the bottom. It's just a nut. And this is indexed right there. I don't know if you can see that. It's kind of whatever that hole is, whether it's 5/8 or half, I believe. Whatever that is, that's what the same size that is. So once you tighten that down, it indexes in the hole pretty nicely. So we'll go ahead and put that on. The nice thing with the tabletop is you have enough room underneath to actually set that down. Actually, I put that in the wrong hole. But as you can see, this kind of concerned me at first. I'm like, is this going to be forever to hook them up? But it don't take long, just a couple seconds, and you've got it on there. And then you can go ahead and drop this down. And it's tension. It's like a tension tool. So once you put pressure on it, it binds it over here. And actually holds down on it pretty nice. And I'm going to do another one right here. Okay. And as I was saying, it doesn't take long to actually get it secured. And as you can see, that's pretty stable. I mean, it's really, really stable. It ain't going nowhere. That's just one feature, right? So if you had some round stock and you were looking to maybe do something, operation on the end, you'd be able to utilize those. And the other thing with these indexing pieces here, even with different size stock, okay, I can show you over here. Let me show you. Even with different size stock, right here, you can kind of see the situation where if you were going to take two pieces of steel, let me get this off here, you could move these around to where you want them. Bring that in, that kind of holds it nice and true across the table. And then this other one, let me just move this a little bit. Let me put that a little too close. Okay, so then you can bring this other one in right tight to the other two. Boom. Now you have a pretty good 90. What we can do is I can grab another 90-degree tool and see if it actually lines up. So what we'll do is we'll utilize these other clamps. This one here I can just pick up, move over here, set down once I get it in place. Boom. Let me show you what I got there. I just turned the one off the pipe and put it right on this piece here. It's holding this down nice and flat. Now we'll go ahead and we'll take another one of these here. We can bring that over here real quick enough. Actually, I'll put it right there. And like I said, what's nice about this is you can reach under the table very easily with those tabletop legs because they're like a 4-inch table leg, you know. So now we'll go ahead and we'll lock this one down as well. All right. We'll go ahead and do the same thing here. And I think you can get the idea of how easy and simple this is. And you say to yourself, well, you know, that's fine and dandy that you have that, but how much does something like that cost? All these parts come with this table. Normally the table, I think, is like now, it's like $189. I think I got it for, it was a Black Friday sale. I got it for $149. Let me move this over because I'm going to want to check it with the square. Okay. Okay. And as you can see, that's just with 3 clamps. You know, I could come over here and take this other clamp out. They give you 4 clamps. I mean, I think I looked online, and these were like, to get these clamps, it was like $20 just for the clamps. So, you know, it's, I want to say it was $20 for 2 of them. So you're looking at like $40 just in clamps that they give you. Now, the quality on them isn't actually bad. I gotta say, they knurled them really nice. I don't know if you can see that. They've knurled them, which is the grooving that they put in it, which actually helps when you tighten it down, it helps the leverage when it binds. It grabs it really quick. But you can see here, that's really, really pretty proficient. We're gonna move this down just a little bit. But take a look at that. Oh, darn it, I got that. Let me grab my smaller square. I got a smaller one. I know I have a smaller one here somewhere. Okay, I'll just move it down one. I have a smaller one of those squares. I don't know what I did with it. I was using it earlier. We'll just go ahead and move this down one. But this is just to give you an idea, like, hey, is it really square or not, you know? And I just want you to know that I'm pretty happy with it. I mean, for the money, for under 150 bucks. Now, there's a little, there we go. There's a little bolt there. I didn't see that, or not welded on. But as you can see, I'm pretty happy with that. That's pretty square. There's no play in that. There's no play in that. So that goes to show you that the table itself is actually pretty nice. It comes with all these clamps. Now this is a type of a clamp that you can go through the bottom. They give you these little plates that go underneath, and I'll kind of show you what I'm talking about. Underneath, you can set that. It's got these little bitty magnets right here. These two magnets. And what they do is they snap on. You can see they're right there. It gives you something to locate it, right? Now, if I wanted to lay that on there, or if I had something that you could clamp it down like that too. You could bring it over and then tighten these down. Now, I don't know if you would ever use these much. To me, I would say that's not going to be my most favorite part of the table to use, but they're there. I mean, they did give them to you. So there's that. But yeah, I'm pretty happy with it so far. It's now, is it as flat as a $5,000 table? No. But at the end of the day, it's $149. I got it on sale, $149, or I think it was $149 with tax and everything. So at the end of the day, it's a nice little table. It's a table that says if you had to fabricate something, you'd be able to do it relatively easy. It wouldn't be too costly to get something like that, and you would really pretty much hold all your parts down while you're tacking them up and getting it all welded in place, and it keeps the frame of whatever you're putting together. I mean, even that, look at that, that goes up pretty nice against it, and it's pretty stable. You'd be able to go ahead and tack all that up and know that it's square because all them holes are drilled. And actually, I was going to drill my table underneath at one point, and I'm like, nah, I really don't want to do that. So I'm happy with this. The situation is, we're happy with the table. I like the clamps actually the best. Those are pretty nice. Those little buttons for indexing, they're pretty nice. Now I do have a lathe. I could turn around and make a few more if I wanted to, pretty easy. And I may even do that. But as far as the table goes itself, I'd say it's a, out of 10 being the best, I'd say it's about a 9. I'd give it a 9. Now, with the legs, that's just not, it's not going to be sturdy enough. When it's up in the air, it's kind of wobbling around. So the table that I have actually has good steel legs, and it has casters that I can lock down. So that's kind of why I want to use it as a tabletop. And it's actually a very nice height where it's at right here. It's very comfortable for me to rest my arms if I'm doing some welding. But we'll give you one last look at it as an overview, and then take it from there, people, if you want one. Well, there it is. You can see all the parts it comes with. The clamps. It comes with the legs right here. Those bolt on. As you can see, they bolt on. They've got adjustable legs. I put them all to the bottom because my table's nice and flat. But I mean, a nice little fab table. I want to say it's, I don't know, 2 by 3. Let's take a look at it real quick, what it is. So let's see what we got here. 24 inches. Okay, might be 2 by 3. Let's take a look. Yep, 2 by 3. So if you want a small 2 by 3 table that you'd be able to bolt some stuff down if you wanted to tack them up, or even just, you'd even be able to use this if you were doing like woodworking. If you were building, say, a small frame or any kind of a frame, like you know, that you wanted to check it and keep it kind of somewhat square, you'd be able to do that. I mean, you could make a wooden table and drill the holes. But this is a nice little table for the money. It's mainly used, obviously, for welding and creating things out in the shop. But that's the situation on the table, people. And if you got any questions, hit me up in the comments. This is your boy, Bry. I got to go.